Join us as we uncover the untold story of how a pair of brothers with a dream and a strong will went on to create a global fast food empire. But what led them down this path? And what secrets does the history of this brand hold? Follow us as we delve into the birth, growth, and evolution of the world's most recognizable names in fast food, McDonald's. The founders of McDonald's restaurant are the McDonald brothers, two people named Maurice McDonald and Richard McDonald. Maurice was the older brother, born in 1902, and Richard was the younger brother, born in 1909. The two of them have been running a restaurant together since 1937, selling a lot of stuff. They'd ran this type of restaurant for about 10 years and found that sales of hamburger were very good. In 1948, they opened a hamburger restaurant in San Bernardino County, California, mainly selling hamburgers, and named it McDonald's Fast Food Restaurant, which is the first McDonald's in the world. From then on, more than 70 years have passed and McDonald's has become the McDonald's empire from a small restaurant. However, in reality, this is not the case. In fact, that first restaurant has nothing to do with the current McDonald's company because that restaurant has shut down a long time ago. And the founder of the current McDonald's empire is Ray Kroc. Initially, Ray Kroc was just an ordinary salesman, about the same age as Maurice McDonald. He sold paper cups in his youth, but as the economy took a downturn, nobody bought those anymore. Then he went to bars to play piano and other instruments as an accompanist. But gradually, even the bar business wasn't doing well, so he thought about going back to be a salesman. He felt that being a salesman was profitable, and he liked this job. And this time, what he was going to sell was a milkshake machine, which is now the machine used to make milkshakes at McDonald's. At that time, this type of milkshake machine had very poor sales because during the economic downturn, people couldn't even afford for food. Furthermore, the milkshake machine he was promoting had 5 nozzles, allowing it to make 5 milkshakes at once. Most restaurants couldn't even sell 1 milkshake, so a machine that makes 5 at once was definitely not going to sell well. However, one day, an order came in from California for 8 of these milkshake machines, indicating that the store needed to make 40 milkshakes at once. Ray Kroc was puzzled. How could this restaurant have such high sales? This sparked his interest, and being an action-oriented person, he immediately got in his car and went to California to find out. The store was a McDonald's fast food restaurant, which had been operating for 5 or 6 years and was already very successful at this point in time. In fact, back to 5 or 6 years ago, the restaurant's performance was not good. The two brothers decided to reform the way people picked up their food, banning bagged food and only offering hamburgers and drinks. Single items were paired with quick preparation, and a 25-foot-high neon sign and golden arched doors became the restaurant's iconic symbol, attracting many customers who had heard of the McDonald's brothers fast food restaurant. Ray was shocked by the 15-cent hamburgers and the long lines. Perhaps the McDonald brothers did not realize it, but Ray was convinced that this would become a commercial model for changing the American food and beverage industry. Why did Ray so fond of this McDonald's? This is because of the following. First, the McDonald brothers decorate their store with transparency. After replacing all the walls with glass, you can see the kitchen from the outside, which makes customers feel transparent, clean, and hygienic. Second, Americans at that time all liked to eat in their cars, so everyone would drive to the drive-thru. But this created a problem. The waiters and waitresses were very slow in serving food, and it was easy to make mistakes because many cars looked similar. So it took 30 minutes to 1 hour to have a meal. Therefore, fast food was no longer fast food. But the McDonald brothers invested a lot of money in equipment, buying more equipment, and making reasonable configurations, which could operate more efficiently, eliminating the waiting problem. In short, they would do everything possible to shorten the flow of each process. This is why they needed 8 machines with 5 nozzles. Just buying a hamburger, you had to wait 30 minutes at other stores, but you could pick it up immediately at McDonald's. So of course people like to go to McDonald's even though they do not live close by. Third, McDonald's invented paper tableware. Before that, knives, forks, and plates were used, but the McDonald brothers thought this was very costly and reduced efficiency. so they switched to providing paper tableware. After dining, the customers can just throw away the bags. This greatly increased efficiency. Fourth, customers queue up to order on their own. Without waiters, the long queue not only achieves the effect of publicity, but also reduces labor since no waiter and waitress are needed. Fifth, while people are waiting, they like to smoke in car. Image how many cigarette butts you can find on the ground after one-day operations. However, because the customers can pick up the food immediately from McDonald's, so they do not need to wait that much, thus no smoking needed. Therefore, the cleaning job becomes so easy compared to other restaurants. Last but not least, hamburgers are really common food in most restaurants in US, and it is hard to win the competitions for hamburgers, so they decided to focus on French fries as the main side dish for their hamburgers. When everyone thought that competition in hamburger shops was all about the hamburgers themselves, McDonald's showed them that it wasn't necessarily the case, and that competition could also be in the form of side dishes. Even now, many people go to McDonald's just for the fries. This tells us that competition doesn't have to be a direct confrontation. Ray was shocked by this small restaurant. It was a perfect business model in Ray's mind. However, the only imperfect thing is that there is only one branch for this perfect business. That does not make any sense. So as the milkshake supplier, Ray invited the McDonald's brothers for dinner. Ray asked them, "Why don't you want to open a franchise? Why is there only one?" The McDonald's brothers smiled and said, "We've been trying to open franchises for several years, but they all failed. The reason is that no matter how we guided these franchise stores, they always added flour and salt in their own way, and never listened to us. As a result, these stores had very poor taste and shut down." After that, the McDonald's brothers felt that opening a franchise was not possible. After struggling, Ray decided to become a franchise owner. He gained the rights to operate McDonald's outside of California and Arizona. In 1955, Ray opened his own McDonald's in Des Plaines, Illinois. Unlike previous failed franchisees, Ray paid close attention to the standardization of products, and in order to ensure that each subsequent branch had the same taste, he even established Hamburger University to train specialized personnel. In 1960, under his hard work, McDonald's had over 200 branches across the United States, with a turnover of $40 million. However, according to the contract he signed with McDonald Brothers, Ray could only take 1.9% of the turnover as a service fee and was not allowed to make changes to the restaurant without permission. Ray was indeed making money, but later there were problems. Ray felt that he should continue to expand, and the benefits of expansion were that first, he could quickly occupy the market, and second, he could continue to provide each new store with milkshake machines to make a profit. But the money he made was not enough to continue expanding, and the McDonald brothers felt that expanding too quickly was not good. So opinions diverged among the several people. At this time, Ray met the first CEO of McDonald's, Harry Sonneborn. Under Harry's suggestion, Ray established a real estate company, attracted investment for renting out standing stores, and then turned them over to other franchisees to earn the difference in rent. This is also why McDonald's was once known as a real estate company. Ray realized that the way of thinking of the McDonald brothers could continue to impede his development in the future. So he made a decision to buy the name and all the franchise stores of McDonald's from the McDonald brothers for $2.7 million. This was a huge amount of money at the time, considering that a hamburger only sold for 15 cents. And Ray also promised that the McDonald brothers could take 1% of the annual sales from the McDonald's company as a fee for the use of the operating rights. After obtaining the entire operation rights of McDonald's, Ray established the McDonald's Corporation, which is now known as McDonald's. Therefore, the founder of McDonald's Corporation is Ray Kroc. After that, Ray continued to expand McDonald's, becoming the McDonald's empire. Ray Kroc passed away due to heart failure in 1984 at the age of 81. However, the legend of McDonald's never stops. For example, you must know the top product Big Mac, which was invented by Jim Delaghetti, a McDonald's franchisee in Pennsylvania, and there is an interesting story behind it. If you are interested in it, please leave a comment. and I will make a video about Big Mac in the future. If you like success stories, please subscribe, smash a like, and make sure to turn on the notification. Your support will be my motivation. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video.